Hey, hey everybody. It's Prince's friend, exploring music through Prince, and I am super excited about this live stream. It has been a whole month since I have had the honor of talking with all of you beautiful people. So let's just get down to it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, doing a whole bunch of yapping. Who knows how long I'll actually be on here? I have children, and they are annoying at times. So let's see how long they give me before I have to start tending to them. The first thing I want to address, two things. We actually had two very, very big milestones that both happened in February. And just for everybody, who everybody knows, we do a live stream on the last Thursday of every month. So this is not like a surprise thing that we're doing right now. This is actually this is a regular thing. So yeah. So where was I? Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. So two major milestones. We hit 15,000 subscribers this month, which was a huge, huge milestone that I've been looking at for a long time. It's been in my sights for the longest time, and I've just been like, oh, we have to hit that. So really, 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 really cool to actually do that. Hey to Cassandra, hey to Paisley Report, hey to Brother Charles Ward, Kina, Julia, Michael, Nasty Nathan, Kari, Sugar Bum, Susan, and I love you all, by the way. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It's crazy whenever I do one of these things. I don't even know what to think sometimes. Why do you guys listen to me? I don't know. So should probably not say stuff like that. I should probably be like, you should totally listen to me. But yeah, it's mind-boggling sometimes. I appreciate you all though. So the second thing that was really big this month is that I uploaded my 400th video this month, and that is a huge milestone for me. And I've had it in my sights for the longest time, so it's been one of those things that I've been like, what's gonna be my 400th video? I don't even know. And because of like news and like stuff like that, like I had a video that was gonna be my 400th, and then a whole bunch of other stuff happened, and then that one kept getting pushed back and pushed back. So really, really cool. My 400th video ended up being the Emancipation Disc 2 video, which I'm happy that that one was my 400th video. It was the one where I finally got to have all three of my kids in one video, and it's still really cool. It's very, very cool that I kind of went out on a limb, and I'm like, for these Emancipation ones, I think I'm gonna get really silly. And with the Emancipation reviews, I'm like, these are my next big Prince reviews. I'm going to make them a big deal. And yeah, I'm so happy that you guys are liking it. And, in the first one, I did my thing where I got people. I actually put up a thing. Any of you could have been fired in that video. I put up a post. First to my patrons, and then also to just in general to like Twitter and a bunch of different places. And I said, do you want a temporary job with Prince's Friend? And I got a couple of people who responded, but on the whole, I went with three. I went with the first three that responded, and I ended up firing them. And it was a lot of fun to kind of edit that together. And then, of course, I used Little P in the second video. And then, of course, the second video ends in a cliffhanger. I am right now editing the third disc review. So there's actually a lot oh my God, this one it's taking me a little bit to get this one, but I think that the cliffhanger will be really cool. I think that you're going to like the where the cliffhanger went. I think is going to be pretty cool. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, so so 15,000 subscribers and my 400th video. So those are two big milestones. The third giant milestone that we did was I got to interview Shelby J. And when I tell you that I was super duper excited about that, oh my gosh, like, bruh. And it's interesting because it actually all happened because I reviewed her album 10, what was it, like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And they finally saw it and they're like, we really like the energy in this guy. And so let's see if, see if there's something we can do here. I love them. I love Shelby. Her manager Monica is really really cool, and I'm hoping that that'll be something to go into the future. Like maybe I'll do another one come celebration time. Maybe I'll be able to kind of, because she'll be there. Maybe I'll be able to be like, hey Shelby, remember me? We talked for like an hour and a half. And also the cool thing about that was I gave everybody like an hour of that hour and a half, and patrons did get an extra like 10 minutes or so of like cut stuff that nobody else got to see. So really, really fun stuff that I thought, like she sang like spontaneously. And, I was like, you know what? It had nothing to do with the actual interview. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to give it to the patrons. Of course, you can become a patron at patreon.com/princessfriend. And occasionally I take some older stuff for the patrons and I make it public. But, if you want to be a patron, go for it. What were some other videos that I did? Because I actually made a list. We did 16 videos this month, including this one. And 16 videos is not a small amount for this is a 28 day month. So yeah, that was actually really cool. So we did 3 single reviews, one for God Is Here from Shelby J, one for Donna Grantis's Trash Former, and oh crap, what was it? Diamonds and Dynamite. I'm actually really looking forward. Her album comes out in March, and I'm looking forward to her album. And then we did one for Moonbeam Levels. So there's that. In terms of reviews, full reviews, we did Emancipation Disc 1 and Disc 2. Those take a while to do. We also did the top 10 Prince album covers, which was also a really fun video to do. That one took me a long time and I had like 4 rounds of cuts. I was like, here's everything. And then I was like, let's cut it in half, and then let's cut a little bit more, and then let's get to the final 10. And that one was a really, really hard one. What was most interesting about that video was how many people kind of agreed with me, whereas also how many of those people were like, you're insane for thinking these are the best ones. So it was kind of mixed results from that top 10, which of course I get from all of my top 10s, because apparently my brain works differently than everybody else's. So also, there's a standing thing when it comes to making content, selling things, it's a marketing thing, is people want more of what they already have, and they want what they think to be confirmed. So if I make a video and I say The Rainbow Children is the best cover, everybody needs to jump on there and say, no, it's this one. It's just like, dude, it's all opinion. I would love to see everybody else's videos. You everybody who's here, everybody go and make a top 10 album covers video, because I will watch and comment on anybody's video if they make one. I mean, if you like have the time, it's very time consuming. This month was also, there were a couple of other really big videos that I did this month. That was the estate breakdown video, my little rant, which has been called the nicest rant ever. It was very funny because I made that. I was seething while I was making that video, and then I showed it to an associate, kind of the person who looks at my stuff before I post it. And she was like, this is going to be a really big video. And I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah, you have a lot of really good information in here, and this is going to be really great. And I'm like, oh, wow. I was like, okay. I thought it was just me rambling. And then it wasn't. It actually it got some traction. It got talked about in forums, Prince.org. It got talked about on Lipstick Alley, at like a whole bunch of different places. And I thought that was really cool. Thank you all. And then there was the Prince Lives On, which is a continuation of the Modern Day Sage Purple Lessons series that I'm working on. I actually have 2 videos that will hopefully be in March. We have a lot of stuff going on going into that. Also, in terms of news, we talked about a bunch of different. Oh, we also did the interview with Dan. That was yesterday. If you haven't watched that, go watch that because Dan's interview was so fun. There was a bunch of news this month that we reported on too. The purple trademark thing, which I thought was pretty important. Here's the thing about when I do news. I don't like to just jump in and say, hey, this thing happened. See you later. I really try to dig in and I really try to get information that will be good for context and for a balanced approach to whatever the topic is. So when I did the purple trademark, I actually went into looking into the differences between a copyright and a trademark, and looking into what are other color trademarks that other, like Barbie has a specific color pink, McDonald's has that red and that that yellow combination, they have those trademark, UPS has their shade of brown trademarked, like these are things that have happened. So trying to compare and contrast. So anyway, I put a lot of effort into those videos. I'm just saying. Shaka Khan coming out with a new album, the rave reissues, and then obviously Celebration 2019. And I have some additional Celebration 2019 videos coming in March and April, kind of all leading up to the big event, because I want to make some other videos to kind of give context to, the guest list and like where are all the parties and stuff like that. And obviously we have our party that we're going to be throwing at the Moxie, and I'm going to have a ton more information about that soon. Oh my God. It is shaping up to be so great. And I can't wait to share everything with you guys. So 16 videos this month, guys. That is ridiculous. And next month will probably be a little bit more than that. What I am seeing in my what I'm seeing here is that leading up to Celebration, I have so much that I want to cover before the big date that I think this month was 16. I think next month will probably be 18. And then the month after that might even be 20, especially since I'll be doing recordings and like just in my hotel room at Celebration during April. So that's going to be a whole other thing. So there's that. Before I jump into the questions that are in the stream, there's also questions on Facebook and also questions on the YouTube community, and there's a ton of questions for me to kind of hit and do a Q&A here. But I have one more thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, and that was, hold on, who's over here? Bubby, is that you? Oh, of course it is. All right, so so just tonight, today, TMZ is reporting. So this is like breaking news. Like it just happened about 10 minutes before I logged on to do this. Apparently, there is a guy, his name is James Brandon, who is suing Spike Lee and the Prince of State because he is claiming that the song Girl 6 is plagiarized from his song called Phone Sex. Now, why do I know this? How did I just find this out? Well, let me tell you why. Because no one has been really talking about Girl 6 except for me in my recent Girl 6 review that I did. So TMZ, in their report, linked to my Girl 6 review. And what that has created is an influx of viewers into the channel. I believe that video has gotten at least 1,000 views in the last couple of hours, as opposed to how many views it's gotten in the last, 3 months since it's been out. It's been in like maybe around 100, So really, really fun. that I'm getting all of the extra stuff here. But again, I also don't just leave stuff up to headlines. So looking into this, first off, I can't find a side-by-side comparison. I can find no samples of James Braden's song called Phone Sex. So this is not, I guess, a public thing. Maybe it's a song that he, shared with them, but then he ended up not getting it. I'm not sure, but it was never released. I'm not able to find it anywhere. Secondly, I found an old news report from April. Where's the date here? It was It was days before Prince died. The report's from May 4th, but on April, crap, where's that date? It was like April 18th. It was April 18th. On April 18th of 2016, a judge threw this case out because the guy was trying to sue Prince when Prince was alive, and a judge already threw it out. So it's interesting that he's attempting to do it again. I don't know why he would do it when it has already been thrown out apparently twice, according to this news report. But he is trying it again, and he's claiming that Spike Lee and Warner Brothers, the Prince estate, all these people stole his song in 1996. The interesting thing about this as well, however, is that if you look at the credits for the song Girl 6 are actually that Tommy Barbarella wrote the song. So even if they were to go to the Prince estate and all of that stuff, Prince sang on the song, but the person who wrote it, or whatever, and I'm gonna take away my quotes. The person who wrote it was Tommy Barbarella. I am not believing this report from James Brandon, though I'm no legal scholar or anything. Maybe he's got new evidence or something to that effect. Who knows? But I just wanted to talk about that real quick, and likely I will take this piece out and I will just make it a video. I'll just separate it out, make a whole separate video, because I think that this needs to be addressed separately as well. But it's really weird. It doesn't make any sense that this would come out now again after it was already thrown out twice. But there you go. So there's that news as well. And if this news coming out is, I don't know if it's going to help the channel or not. It's kind of odd that, that's a thing. But yeah. I mean, I'm getting lots of views, but the question is, and this is a whole like YouTube thing, are they views and then are they staying and watching it? So I won't know for at least a couple of days when I get those, those stats and stuff. But anyway, TMZ. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to jump in to the chat real quick, and I'm going to hit a couple of questions. And just hello to everybody. I know that there are a lot of brand new people here. And just so you know, for the brand new people, I do try and hit as many questions as I can. The chat box does like to jump around, so sometimes I do miss stuff. If it looks like I skipped you or whatever, then post it again and I'll try and jump back on it. Or I might be ignoring your question. So, so there's that. Love the emancipation videos. Thank you, Jean Renee. I appreciate that a lot. Again, those videos are really allowing me to kind of stretch my legs. And I've been trying out a lot of brand new things in terms of editing and just trying to take chances, trying to make it more entertaining for you, because I'm sure that you love what my face looks like and you love just looking at this background. But I want to make it a little bit more entertaining. There's one more thing I want to talk about. This is my brand new camera. It's a Canon M50 EOS, and it's my brand new camera that I just got. It takes immaculate video, and I've been using this in a bunch of my newer videos. You've been seeing like little clips of the the Prince Lives On was filmed on this entirely, but also clips of the interview that I did with Dan. I took some of me on this. It looks amazing, and I'm excited to continue using this new piece of equipment. And it's like a professional grade camera. So that would be wonderful if like it should last me for a few years, because I bought another camera before, but it was a little like cheapo one. But you know, it's getting better. We're getting better now, and you know what? And that's thanks to you guys. I had a really good month in December, and I finally got that payout, and that paid for about half of this camera. So that was really cool. And again, keep it up, keep sharing the videos, keep coming and watching and everything. If you know, watch the commercials. So there's all that stuff. Good question. Why don't you include your wife in the next video? That would be fun. My wife doesn't like pictures or videos, so that's why. Like Emancipation Disc 2, if my wife would have agreed to be in that one, I would have totally done it. But she's not a big fan of being, you know, on video and stuff, and that's cool. It's not for everybody. But thank you for the question. You know, that's a pretty easy answer for me. Let's see. What's my favorite song on Diamonds and Pearls? That's a hard one. Maybe Push? I think I really like Push. Not everybody does. I'm a big fan because I liked what they did when it was Prince and Tony and Rosie, and they were all kind of mingling together. I've always enjoyed that. But again, not everybody likes that stuff. So there's that. And let's see, where am I? Oh, but jumped. So let's see. Did I like Janelle Monáe's performance at the Grammys that incorporated Prince? Thank you, Pamela. Yes, I did. I loved her performance. Her voice seemed like it was off a bit, but the performance itself was wonderful. Honestly, for me, Alicia Keys stole the whole Grammy. I even tweeted, I said, she could have just performed on 2 pianos the entire night, and I would have been fine with 4 hours of that. Like, sure. Alicia Keys killed it. Is 16 videos a new zenith for me? Thank you, Paisley Report. It's not. I have done more than that, but not lately. I believe in my very first year, there was one week that I did like 12 videos that week because I guess I didn't have anything better to do. But lately I've been doing 2 to 3 videos a week, which was what I had, you know, that's what I normally try and do. But then lately I've been doing 4 to 5 videos a week, which is making it a little bit more. And again, in February, which is only 28 days, 16 is a lot. That's more than one every other day. All right, so let's see. No gamer fan. No, we're still here. We'll be here for a little bit, at least another 45 minutes or so. So you got time. You good. Let's see. Let's see. Why can Prince keep his clothes on? I don't know what that means. Chris Moon, what's up, Prince's friend? Lots of stuff. I just talked for 20 minutes about it. TMZ equals gossip and lies. Why bother with it? No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's entirely gossip and lies. It is 35% gossip and lies, but sometimes they have some stuff in there. And honestly, TMZ most of the time is only reporting what they hear on other sites, and they think that they can get hits, which is cool. But again, I'm getting hits because they linked my video, so I'm okay. I'm okay with them doing that. I don't know. Sorry. That's a very selfish way to look at it, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm feeling very selfish tonight. Let's see. I'm going to hit as many other questions here, and then I'm going to jump over to the community tab. Nobody's late. There's a couple people who are here like, did I come late? You're not late. Let's see. TMZ. Perhaps go to Copywriter's Library for a minute sample, or maybe he has a public bio. No, Tony, I looked. I really did look. Was not able to find it. Let's see. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Garfield. Hey, Lori. Hey, Adore Cream. You've been posting all over, and I didn't even say hi to you. Hi, Adore Cream. Love having you here. Everybody go check out Adore Cream's. He actually does Prince reviews and stuff as well. You should go check him out. He, a little bit different style than what I do, but he's, he does good stuff. He's been talking about stuff. You could definitely go check that out. How does it feel being the Prince guy? Oh, that's an interesting question, Kasumi. That is an interesting question. I've always been the Prince guy. I've always been the Prince guy my whole life. And, it's only, and this is, I think I talked about this in the Prince Lives On video, but it's only after his death that I took it away from just me being the Prince guy just in my small social circles and started, I guess, being an international Prince guy. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird just kind of thinking like I have a note. I'm 11 years old and I have a notebook and I'm writing down the lyrics to Controversy and learning all that I can. And that now, almost 30 years later, has given me this platform here. It's just weird to even think about. Let's see. Oh, Adore Cream shooting my time video today. Bam. See, he's going to talk about the time next. Let's see. Everybody should go listen to Emancipation. Just saying. Cool camera. You have the same brand, but different model. Yeah, the Canon M50 is really, really good. Oh, it jumped again. I'm about to get mad at this thing. It's TMZ. Okay, no. I think I've caught up. Here it is. Here it is. Cool camera. Your current look reminds me of the lead singer of Arrested Development back in the day. I haven't watched an Arrested Development video in forever. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm gonna check that out tonight, and I'll report back. Where do you get your shirts, and where can I get a Princess Friend shirt? So, let me tell you the story because there's a bunch of people who are asking about do I sell shirts or what happened to the Princess Friend shirt store. So what ended up happening is I've been reaching out to Paisley because I would love to do, like, I'm letting them know that I'm going to be doing a series of celebration videos, and I was looking for any input from them. And I reached out to pretty much everybody that I could reach out to. I'm trying to see if I can arrange some interviews with any of the guests that will be there. And one of the things that I got back was, hey, are you the one with the Princess Friend shirt store? And we're like, yeah, hey, that's me. Yeah, that's great. And they're like, well, we had to forward it to the estate. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this. So I did kind of take the store down almost preemptively. I'm like, I really don't want to mess around with the Prince estate. That's, this James Brandon guy with TMZ and all that stuff. He's like, bring it on. I'll fight the Prince estate. And I'm like, dude, I got a family. I'm a little guy. I ain't looking to piss anybody off. So I kind of took the store down for a bit. And then maybe I might be able to talk to the estate later and see if they can, give me the thumbs up on a couple of my designs. And then I'll throw them back up. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Otherwise, I am making shirts for myself because I can do that. And I'm thinking about probably for celebration doing a quick print run of shirts to either sell or give away. I was thinking more just kind of give away maybe some Student of Prince shirts or maybe just some general Princess Friend shirts. So, and if I do just a blanket kind of just print run of those, that's going to be a little bit different. But yeah. I really, like, I'm really not wanting to mess with any illegal stuff. Like, it's already, bad enough with, YouTube, but I definitely don't want to mess with the Prince estate directly. So anyway, when am I going to do an interview with Jerome Benton? I don't know. Do you know Jerome? If you know Jerome, give him my number. I'll talk to him. I would love to do a Jerome interview. I kind of think about, like, what would I ask Jerome? Because all of my interviews are mostly about me I usually like to ask them like, "What are you doing now?" Like that's what I'm really interested in. Um, that was actually really disheartening. That something that happened recently was a comment that I got, and it was in the comment for my interview with Gail Chapman that I did, and somebody said, and they didn't like they weren't like aggressive or like mean about it, but they said nobody is here to hear about a guitar teacher who's also a real estate lawyer in Boise. And I'm like, I don't know. That's why I was there. I mean, it's nice to hear the stories about Prince and whatnot, and she definitely gave us a lot of that. But I also find it disingenuous to ask someone for an interview and then don't ask them any questions about them. So I always make an effort to get to know the person. That's why, like, I interviewed Shelby. Like, I didn't just say like, "Tell me everything about Prince." It was, "No, I want to talk to you about your music. I want to talk to you about the show that you have coming up." And, because Prince is such a large presence and has such an impact, um, the subject of Prince just comes up because that's just how present he is. Not only just on this channel, but also in general in a lot of the people's lives that I have the honor of being able to interview. But but yeah, I'm never just going to just be like, "Give me all of the Prince stuff. Are you done? Okay, bye." Like it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I actually do have a really cool interview coming up, and I don't want to give it away, I guess, too much, just in case it like falls through or something. But I did find this brand new artist, and I guess he's not brand new. He's been around for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years, something like that. His name is Rylan. So check him out, Rilan, and he's got a bunch of videos on YouTube. I'm going to be doing a review of his EP, and it's actually really super good. And I'm doing a review of that. And he's somebody who was like heavily inspired by Prince, and his music doesn't necessarily sound like Prince music, but you can just, if you watch his videos and you listen to his voice and you listen to it all, you can tell how much kind of Prince imprinted on him. And he's not a direct protege. He's kind of like me, like he just listened to a lot of Prince music and was just inspired. So he's an amazing performer. You should definitely check him out, Rilan. Just type it in on YouTube and you'll find him. And yeah, so I'll stop now. Let me get back to the questions because Jerome got me on a tangent, and I apologize for that. Let's see. Tiffany Pink. Hey there, friend. So tickled to see you growing. I'm a fan. Anybody as knowledgeable as you are, anybody as knowledgeable as you about our friend Prince. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Friend, I don't like the word fan. Even though I use the word fan, it's weird. Usually I say I'm a fan of something, but when it comes to Prince, I'm always a friend. I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. I did catch up. Ha ha ha. So the TMZ, I did mention the TMZ thing. So you're just really? Yes, I did talk about that. Favorite album from every decade. Yeah, that was your question on the other thing, Rico. I was getting around to it. Every decade. Favorite album. All right. So the 70s is easy. The 70s is easy. It's for you. The 80s, Love Sexy. The 90s, probably Gold Experience. 2000s, 3121. 2010s, Artificial Age. Bam! Knocked that out of the park. That was awesome. So let's see. Oh, okay. So found something interesting. Here's a video. Prince was about to confront somebody. They threw something at him. I will check that out later. Obviously, Tracy, I don't have time to check out it right now, but I will definitely go check that out. Donnell Cunningham, what's my take on the Prince album Come? I did a whole review. It's I mean, to sum it up, it's awesome. But definitely go check out the individual thoughts on each song and whatnot. There is a review for Come already. Do you have the letter? Okay, so I guess the thing here. Okay, I don't know anything about a letter, Diana. It's nice of you to come into tons of videos and comment about some mysterious letter. I don't know what it is. I would appreciate it if you didn't do that anymore. I guess I will know about the letter when you reveal what the letter is. So thanks, I guess. So there's that. I really like your response to her, Tiffany. So thank you. It probably is a letter, but anyway, do I want more Princess Friend related gifts? So I don't know what to do with gifts. I got some fun gifts from HC here, who posted there. He went into a bunch of my latest videos where I have some funny things, and he took some gifts. I have the Prince's Magic gif, and then the one of the head popping up, and I'm looking for it. That gif. So I appreciate you making those gifts. I don't know what to do with them though. If anybody knows what to do with gifts, like, can I make a GIF library? Is there like a place I can upload them so other people can use them? That would be pretty cool. Like, can I put stuff on like Giphy? Anybody who knows about GIFs, let me know. So there you go. Have you ever seen a bad pic of Prince? Yeah, everybody has bad pictures. Let's see. Distract me. Thank you, Night Child. Distract. Hey, aren't you supposed to be out? Wait a minute. Distract me while I pinch his camera. This camera is so awesome, guys. And actually, I got the camera, and it came with the kit lens, which is good. Those are usually more expensive. And then I also have, and I don't have it here for some reason. No, it's over there. But I also got the like super zoom lens on it that came with it for like just a little bit more, and that was really cool. So let's see. And you will be getting a big shout out on my time video. Oh, thank you, Adore. I mean, I think it's all about love, right? If you're here, I try to shout everybody out. Like, definitely go check out Chef Carter's cooking channel. She's got some really cool recipes on there. So let's see. Oh, and it jumped. All right, I'm just going to leave it here. Question: does Warner Brothers have the rights to the Black Album? Oh, that's a hard one. I believe anything that was previously released that was not a soundtrack now belongs to Sony. So there's that. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. What is Prince's sexiest music video? That's an interesting question, HC. I don't know. You know what? From what I'm finding out, I have not seen every music video. So, yeah, there you go. It's hard. That's a hard one for me to answer. I won't be able to make it. This is from James Setta. I won't be able to make it to the April for the celebration, but you are welcome to come back June 6th to 10th. Thank you. I appreciate the invite. I would actually come back in June if there was something for me to do besides just generally come back and hang out. Like at Celebration, there's going to be tons of guests, and I can arrange for interviews, and we're going to be throwing a party, and like there's stuff even outside of Celebration itself that I will be doing. But if anybody wants to like shoot me some information about what happens in June around his born day, I'm down. Well, let's see what's going on. What's my favorite song from the 1999 album? That's a tricky one as well. Probably Automatic, followed closely by Let's Pretend We're Married. I think that's probably what it would be. Let's see. Wishing you the best of success. Thank you, Suzanne. Let's see. No, Teresa, you're on time. What's my favorite song from the Emancipation album? Now, see, that's a tough one because like the whole album, all 3 discs, or my favorite one on each disc. My favorite one, I guess, on the whole thing, I wouldn't even know. Like it would be a tie between like 4 or 5 songs. They're all the best. I watched your review on this is from Elijah L. Thank you, Elijah. I watched your review of the 1999 album recently. Did you ever get around to watching the music video for Automatic? Yes. So let me point out that the review for 1999 was done like 2.5 years ago, I think, where I said, "Hey, Automatic was, I can't find the video that's any good." But they obviously have put that video on in the last year. So I appreciate everybody, because every so often I'll get like an extra comment that's like, here's the link to the video. And I'm like, I know that it's an old video. I know. So, but no, I appreciate you, Elijah. Thank you so much. I did actually end up watching it. Where do I get the fun doll in the last Emancipation segment? Oh, the Funko Pops. The Funko Pops, I got them off of Amazon. I ordered all three. They were $10 a piece. So, really good. Let's see. Who would win between Prince and Michael Jackson? Well, we did a Prince and Michael Jackson video, and Prince wins. Ready for Emancipation, Disc 2 tonight. Enjoy it, Tess. It was a ball to do it. And again, I got my kids to be in it. It's awesome. I think it's going to be great. Let's see. Night Child, are you here? It's like midnight in the UK. Exactly, that's what I was saying. It's like midnight there. I appreciate you being here, Night Child. Thank you. Mwah, I love you. But do go to sleep. You've been out all night. And like, text me tomorrow. We'll talk. Linda, pleasure to meet you. I enjoy your interviews. Who has been my favorite? That's a tough one. I've actually been able to do a lot of interviews recently, and like since Celebration is like, that's when I first started doing. So I'm going to say that my very favorite one was the first one, and that was from Jelly Bean. Like, Jelly Bean was gracious enough to give me like 20 minutes of his time before he was going to get on stage and rock it out. And, I'm always immensely thankful to him specifically, because that was my very first interview. And if you watch the interview, I'm talking super fast and I'm jittery and I'm like kind of all over the place. And it's because I was really nervous. I'd never done an interview like that before with somebody who I admired so much. But you know what? Like, he was really chill and he was really cool, and like, it was nice. And like, I couldn't have asked for a better first guest. And that first guest made it so that I was prepared to take on my other guests. And I feel like, had my first guest been anybody that wasn't Jelly Bean, who, kind of embraced me so much, I think my style of interviewing might be completely different right now. So just saying, thank you, Jelly Bean. I always thank Jelly Bean. Him and his people are really, really awesome. So, let's see. I'd say, hi, thank you for doing this. I'm in Scotland and never got to hear much about my idol Prince. I pray he is resting easy. Thank you, Claire. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I've always been the one who talks about Prince. And it's only since I decided to start my YouTube channel that I can talk about Prince to thousands of people. And that is exciting. That is super duper exciting. So I thank you for being here. Like, you're thanking me for talking about Prince. I would be talking about Prince if you guys weren't here. It would just be only to my wife, and she'd be like, "Oh God, stop talking about Prince." But instead, I get to talk to all you beautiful people. And so thank you for allowing me to talk to you. Honestly, you make my life better. Let's see. What? Not Little Red Corvette? I mean, Little Red Corvette's a good song. But I really prefer Automatic. So from Chris Moon, cool. And on Prince's special day, I'll do a little Prince celebration by listening to his music and wearing a Prince merch t-shirt. I think that that's good. On his birthday, his born day, whatever you want to call it, a lot of the time I usually just listen to Prince all day. But that's not that different from most other days. I listen to a lot of Prince, unless I'm working on a review for a different artist. I'm usually just listening to Prince. So for right now, I've actually been listening to Rylan a bunch. I've also been listening to Gary Clark Jr. because I plan on doing a review of his album. I've been listening to a lot of Janelle Monáe because I'm doing a review of Dirty Computer soon. And I've been listening to History from Michael Jackson because that review is coming soon. I have a lot of reviews that are coming because it's honestly interesting because when I throw out questions to all of you guys and I say, what do you guys like most from Prince's Friend? You all, I would say not all, but the majority of people respond and they say, we really love your reviews. But it's interesting because uh, when I look at my stats and my numbers, my reviews don't get as many views as me ranting or me doing news or things like that. So it's weird, right? Is that the reviews are what it's kind of, it's one of those weird things, right? Because it seems like the non-reviews are what get people here, but then the reviews are what what keeps you guys here. So it's weird. It's a weird kind of thing because I don't get the majority of my views from my reviews, but they're also really easy to like binge watch them. I actually binge watch. I've been binge watching a couple of my earlier ones because what I've been trying to do is figure out like I've been looking at my earlier videos and seeing like is there stuff that I may need to redo of my earlier videos, and honestly, a lot of them are pretty good. So I mean, you know, they're not great sound wise. The video quality is not great. There are a bunch of videos that I have like the videos cropped like this, and I'm like, oh my god, why did I think that that was a good idea? But but they're not bad, and the content in them is good. But you know, having a lot more fun nowadays with. I feel like honestly, you all give me the creative freedom for me to kind of just be bonkers. So I'm gonna be bonkers more. That's why Rabbit 80's Prince friend, fan, because he's a fan. I'm a friend. He's a fan. But Rabbit 80's Prince fan, he's popping back up again, and so I think it's gonna be fun. Let's see. Emancipation Disc 2 got my girlfriend choked up at the beautiful songs that he wrote for his then wife. But I had to play I Love You and burst her bubble. No, it's funny. Why Sheila E is not on Purple Rain album. I just saw Jill Jones's Ode to Prince entitled Miss You. You should check that out. Actually did a review of I Miss You. I did it. I think it was a year after she had released it. On the like the second anniversary of his death, I did a review. Go check it out. Look on my channel. Just type in "I Miss You." I did actually check that one out. It's good. Let's see. Love somebody. Somebody. Jelly Bean is fantastic. I agree. I wish you to have an interview with Sheila E. Again, if anybody can make that happen, let me know. I would love to interview Sheila E. Because there are a whole lot of people who interview Sheila E. and they say, what was it like working with Prince? And, you know, she gives a story and they say, well, what about this song that you recorded with Prince? And then she gives an answer and they're like, do you remember this thing about Prince? And I'm like, she is one of the world's best drummers and you have zero questions about her? Come on now, it's Sheila E. Ask her some questions about Sheila E. Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, I want to know about her too. It's just annoying. But you know what? Before I do an interview with her, though, I probably should read her book. I haven't read that one yet. That's next on my list. Let's see. Rico, I enjoy your channel a lot. You taught me a lot and got me into his deeper indie catalog. Well, thank you, Rico. I appreciate that. Let's see. There are rumors of Versace being re-released soon. Do you have a copy, and have you heard that cassette? Thank you, Pamela, for the question. I did hear that rumor. It's from I actually heard it probably from the same place that all of you heard it, which was from the Violet Reality. Which go check out the Violet Reality. They're really cool. But they broke that one. I heard the news. I heard the news again like a few hours after they reported it. I was like, damn, you guys are fast. But no, I don't have a cassette player, so I never had the cassette. However, I do have a digital copy, and I already reviewed it. So if you check on my channel for the review of the Versace Experience, it's there. So check that out. It's actually pretty interesting. So yeah, check out that review. That's the thing, guys. I've done a lot of stuff already on the channel, 400 videos. So it might be there. Just saying. Let's see. Let's see. You are the best, and I love your channel. Aw, thank you, Chris. Nathan, hello. Let's see. Teresa, any news on the book? No. I have gotten zero information back, and I've sent a couple of emails here and there. I have been trying to get information, and I have gotten nothing. So hopefully we get some stuff. Where are you located? Florida. If you were able to ask Prince one question, what would you ask? You know, were you the one that asked me that question in the comments? I will repeat my answer that I gave in the comments, which was the question of, if you were able to ask Prince one question, what would you ask him? And my answer to that is, I would ask him, can I steal some of your time so I can tell you how much you've meant to me? And that would be the question that I would ask Prince. Because I am not the type of person who's going to say, you know, who is the love of your life, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, for me, it's more, you know, it's less about, how do we say this? My love of Prince is less about Prince and more about how Prince makes me feel about myself, if that makes sense. Because of Prince and his sagely ways and his, you know, his whatever, his lessons that I have learned from him, it has given me confidence. Prince existing has given me confidence. It has taught me many ways of how to do things in my life, how to combat obstacles and whatnot. So there's so many things that I could ask him, but I think the biggest one that I would ask him is, can I please tell you how important you've been to my life? So anyway, that was a long-winded thing. If anybody hasn't seen Prince as a Modern Day Sage, that video, go watch it. Like, leave the live stream and go watch it, because that video is a lot of, it's you know, what I just said was kind of a condensed thing, but it is such a huge deal for me, that video. And it's something like, that's what I'm going forward with. You know, he is a sage, and there are lessons to be learned from his work. So there you go. What do we think of the computer blue hallway version? Love it. Let's see. I hope you can do an interview with Lisa and Wendy. That would be cool. I'm trying to get an interview with the Revolution, or possibly individual members of the Revolution. I don't even know. It would be cool if I could, though. I have a couple of people who are inquiring for me, and I've sent emails. So, you know, hopefully one of those things will pan out, and I'll get a fun review, because an interview, not review. Blah blah blah. Let's see. How much do you like the Musicology album? A lot. I listen to it all the time. Let's see. I know. I'm just like, I'm in quiet reading things, and I'm sure this is riveting for you all. Can you make a top 20 of your best Prince songs ever? No. I've never done it before. See, you even said it. You have never done it before, and I'm so curious to know what you would put in your only 20 slots. No. Here's the reason why. I'm probably, at least not until like I have nothing else to talk about, but I'm not going to do a best Prince songs, and I'm not going to do a best Prince albums. Like, those are videos that I could do, and they would get tons of views. But my favorite Prince songs fluctuate. My favorite Prince albums fluctuate. Like, they're never the same. If you ask me today, I will give you answers. And if you ask me a month from now, I have completely different answers. So I'm not a huge fan of those two things specifically, because there's always new things to discover with Prince. You know, like for the longest time, the Gold Experience was my favorite album. And then Artificial Age came out and I'm like, well, that's obviously my very best favorite thing ever, you know? And then I've been listening to The Slaughterhouse a bunch more and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is amazing too. And there's just so much, there's so much. So, you know, that's kind of the thing. So I probably will never do that. Sorry. Ronald Poole, I'm still waiting for you to join my Prince group on Facebook, the Purple Royal World of Prince. I mean, send me an invite or something. I'm sure I'll join or something. I'm a member of a lot of groups, so it's hard for me to even remember which one I'm a member of. So, you know, there you go. Did I see the interview with Oprah when he was on the? Yeah, I saw his interview with Oprah. Prince helped me with confidence. Exactly, Voltron. Definitely me too. Should I buy the Black Album for $40 at my local record store on vinyl? See, that's the thing, vinyl. I think if it was on CD, I probably would say like, no, it's not worth 40. On vinyl, I think on vinyl those are still rare. I don't think when they did the re-release of the Black Album that it was also on vinyl. I think it was just CD. So those vinyls would be like original pressing vinyls, I think. So I would probably get it if it's only $40. That seems like a steal, really, in terms of vinyl. I don't really know a ton about vinyl. I'm learning a lot from Prince Elvis Jackson 88 about vinyl. I actually retweeted a video of his, which was like how to acquire a good collection, how to take care of it, and whatnot. So yeah, I would say buy it. I'd say buy it. But don't take my word for it. I don't know anything about vinyl. Seriously, like I would say buy it, but take that with a grain of salt, definitely. That's my book title, Because of Prince. You know what? That's not a bad book title, really. That's not a bad book title. I may steal that. I appreciate you, BB. I might steal that. What's my favorite movie? See, favorite movie is also another thing. I think, like, it depends on my age. Like, for the longest time, it was like Mary Poppins. I really love The Last Dragon. There's a lot. Oh God, there's so many great movies. Let's see. How many Prince concerts have I attended? One. How do I feel about what's my favorite song on each album? Come on, we gonna be here all night. Choosing best songs is like choosing favorite children. Leave him alone. Nobody's attacking me. You know, it's just so there's no way to put into words what him even existing means to my life and heart. Eternally grateful. Great. That's a great comment, Latrice. Great comment. Definitely. Tony, because I am a big cheerleader for you, I will give you the tour manager name. Ooh. All right, but don't post it here for everybody. You know, send it to me like separately. Yeah. Wait, whose tour manager name? What are we talking about? Wait a minute. Who's tour manager? I don't even know. But I mean, I'll take anybody's name. Just give me some names. I'll talk to people, even if they're nobody. Jesse Johnson album review. Yeah, I really want to try and get one done. I have so many things I want to do before Celebration. I should do one for Jesse Johnson before Celebration. I may or may not get to that. I may have to be after Celebration because I have so many videos. Because here's the thing, guys. I plan months ahead for what videos I'm going to do. Anytime you see like breaking news or whatever, that's usually like that day I decided to do that video. But if it's not like recent like news, I plan that stuff a while back. So just so you know. For instance, this video, the videos from this week, you know, Emancipation Disc 2, obviously that is, you know, that's Disc 2 has to come after Disc 1, and I'm doing them in order. Dan's interview, we recorded over the weekend, but I've been talking to him for weeks about scheduling and stuff like that, so it's always been something in progress. And the video that I have going up tomorrow, which is the review for Maite's book, I actually did that video, I think a month ago. And then when I did that video, then all of the big controversy around Anna Fantastic and that article that was released on Black Girl Nerds, like all of the big uproar. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even want any of that. I don't want any of that right now. So I pulled back the review and I decided, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that review in the same week as Emancipation Disc 2, since that was an album that was written in her honor. Might as well have the review for the book that she wrote in the same week. So that's the video that's coming out tomorrow. But just so you know, I recorded it like a month ago. So it's funny, like you never know it because it's just me on a computer screen. But yeah, and I actually have like 2 or 3 videos that I've been holding on to because I want them to come out at the right times. It's almost like Prince in his vault. That's actually something that Nightchild told me when I told him this. He's like, you have your own little private vault. And I'm like, you're right. Because that's what Prince would do, is he would write a song, but he'd be like, it's not right for what I'm working on now. I have to wait for the right project to come, and then I'm going to put it out then. And but yeah, that's pretty much it's pretty much me. All right, so going on, Renee, hey, from Louisville. Hey, Louisville. Let's see. Ew, Mountain Dew. How can people drink Mountain Dew? I don't know. It tastes like mountainy, dewy stuff. I love. Have I watched psychics who have channeled Prince? I haven't watched. That's not true. I've watched a couple of those videos. Usually, I watch the first few minutes and then I go, okay, yeah. Am I somebody who believes in psychics? Yes and no, because we have actually a pretty close family friend in my family who is a psychic, who everything that she says happens, everything that she predicts does occur. So, you know, I kind of think she might be psychic, and I've been told that she's psychic, and again, everything that she does happens. At the same time, there's so many fake psychics out there that, you know, it's hard to really tell what's real and what's not. So there you go. Not that that was the question, but I digress. I'm moving on now. You guys have so many questions here. I really did need to get over to the other thing where the questions were. You guys just have so many questions. Let's see. You know what, Johnny Red, you've been posting a bunch of stuff, and I think I've been skipping you. So let's see this. Hey, Prince's friend, fun fact. Search on YouTube for Televisa Presenta, and it would be the beginning of the song We March. Oh, okay. I'll do that. All right. So, and also, I know that I'm kind of jumping around questions and whatnot. Don't forget that there's the super chat option. There's it's the little $sign. And if you want your question to kind of pop up, then bam, and I'll immediately see it if you do that. So there's that. Let's see. There should be a university course about Prince, and people like you should be guest speakers. Well, that's nice. There actually are university courses about Prince. I don't think I need to be a guest speaker. I'm fine. Can you follow me also? Would you be surprised who are my friends? I am friends with Robin Power, Kim Berry. Yeah, a lot of people that I'm also friends with. So there you go. Let's see. Have I seen the MPG? Saw them in Milwaukee. I saw the live thing and I did a review of it, but I haven't seen them. So let's see. There's that. What's your favorite album minus Prince discography? Oh, what's my favorite non-Prince album? That's a hard one. In terms of albums, so when I look at an album, I always look at the story being told. Is it compelling? Is there good music behind it? There's a lot of different things. I think that Dirty Computer was really, really, really strong. I'm digging War and Leisure from Miguel. There's also, I kind of always go back to it, but Antichrist Superstar by Marilyn Manson. I know it seems very out of character for me, but Antichrist Superstar is actually really, really good. I had to tell my wife that my son is not asleep. That was what the clickety clacking was. So there's that. So let's see. Oh, Sheila East tour manager. Yeah, definitely get me that information. That would be very, very cool. So let's see. Do I have a website? Yes, actually, I do have a website. Thank you for asking. There is, we actually just launched a website just recently, and we've been adding to it slowly. But princessfriend.com, you can actually go to princessfriend.com, and we actually have an actual website there. You know, last month we did a whole photo shoot that I had talked about where I got to have professional photos taken of me, and we have a bunch of the photos on there, and we've been using that as a way to kind of push the message even bigger and trying to get the channel and you know, Prince's Friend to be even bigger, a more powerful thing that we can use to keep pushing Prince's message out there. So yeah, princessfriend.com, go check that out. Also, you know, stuff, and you know, YouTube/PrincessFriend and Patreon.com/PrincessFriend, all that stuff. So let's see. Did I review Maite's book? I just said I did. Um, let's see. Have I watched the R. Kelly documentary yet? No, I have not. I have not watched it yet. Mostly just because I've been really busy. My plan that I've been doing is I've been trying to doing the scripts and reviews and stuff for like videos like way in advance. Like I'm about to finish editing the last video for next week, and then all of my videos for next week will be done, and that's 4 videos. So I have a stash that I'm building, and I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done so that I'm not buried. Again, I have a lot of videos that I need to get out before Celebration. So Anne. Oh, hi, Anne. I love listening to you, full of fun facts and interesting information. I think Prince would have been an amazing teacher. I miss him so. Send some warmth to the freezing cold Vermont. You can take all of it. It was like, I know it's bad for me to like complain about how hot it is because there's places below 0. But it was like really bad hot today, and my allergies are like super bothering me. So anyway. Dirty Computer's awesome. Miguel is amazing. Do I think Prince had the intention to have his music in the vault released after his death? Yes. He specifically said, when I die, all of my music from my vault will be released. And they said, by who? And he said, whoever. The music will find a way. So there's that. Since you're a fan of creative music, what's your thought on 9 Inch Nails? Love 9 Inch Nails. I plan on doing some 9 Inch Nails this year. I want to do Pretty Hate Machine and kind of start it off, and then and then go to through the rest of them. So that's my plan. I really, you know what? Trent Reznor would be a great interview. If anybody knows Trent Reznor, give me their number. Give me the number for Trent. I'll interview him in like a heartbeat. A heartbeat, I tell you. Let's see. What do I think of Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino? That is an amazing album. I agree, it is an amazing album. I actually did do a review of that, Adore Cream, so go check that out, because Childish Gambino is like my second favorite artist at the moment, after Prince, obviously. But I love Childish Gambino like so much. So actually, I've done Because of the Internet, and I've done Awaken My Love, and I did one for This Is America. I plan on doing the Summertime Pack, and probably going back and possibly doing Camp and Cul-de-sac and all those other albums from him. So there's that. I've been watching your videos, and I'm a friend. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thank you. Through the alcove. See, when it's all in one word, it's hard. Thank you, Through the Alcove. Let's see. Am I a fan of hip hop? I like some hip hop. In terms of rappers, I do like Childish Gambino, like Missy Elliott. Eminem is great. I love MIA. So there's 4's good. Where's my little Funko Prince? He is on the shelf because I haven't been recording with him since Emancipation Disc 2. So I put him on display out there. I'm not going to keep him on my desk. My desk is away from everybody. Name the hotel that I recommended staying at the celebration. Great one. It is called the Moxy, Moxy. And if you call them up and tell them that you are going for the Prince block, I actually got them to offer discount rates if you are there for celebration. So Bam, be in the Moxie. That is an amazing hotel. And that's the hotel that we're going to be having our party at on Saturday night at Celebration. So, bam, you definitely want to be there. Let's see. um, Prince Delvin. Do I remember his American Bandstand show when he was so shy? From what I've heard, that was from Gail and from a bunch of other stories. That was all an act. He did that to create mystery, and that's pretty interesting. So there you go. Do I like jazz, especially Esperanza Spalding? I'm not a huge fan of jazz just in general. I do have her album and I do listen to it occasionally. I do want to do a review of her album that came out. I just haven't gotten around to it. So will I ever do more Michael Jackson reviews after Dangerous? Yes, I actually just said that I'm working on the history one, and that will be out soon. I think 2 weeks, maybe 3, but I'm already working on it. Like it's like half written. I've been I listened to the album like 6 or 7 times while I'm writing the review so that I can like really kind of get the idea behind stuff. Have I ever listened to the song 7 by Prince? Is it blaspheming God? I have listened to it. Yes, I've heard of the song. No, it's not blaspheming God. Moving on. There you go. All right. So I actually hit a spot here. So I am going to jump over to the community tab here. And I'm going to hit these questions that were left in the community tab, which some of the people who ask questions over here in the community tab are also in here. So you guys might have already asked the question, but I'm just going to run down these and see what happens. Let's see. Choose between Prince Vegas and London 21 Nights. I think 21 Nights, probably. Which remixes have been on your mind recently? So I think recently, I mean, I always say that my best and favorite remix was probably Universal Love remix of Space. But I've been thinking a lot recently about the Face Down remix, and I'm trying. It's the extended remix. It's X-tended. That one, the extended money mix or something like that. That Face Down version is actually pretty interesting. I've been doing that one quite a bit. I've been listening to that one. When did I first start listening to the Doors? What are my thoughts on them? I haven't listened to a ton of the Doors. I have the greatest hits, like that giant 2-disc, and I know all of those songs backwards and forwards. So I actually really do like the Doors. I never got really huge into the Doors. Like when I try and listen to the individual albums, the songs that were not hits just don't stand out as much as I would hope. But I do really like the Doors. Let's see. Do you think that he knew that his music was going to be released? Yes. What does he think about his unreleased music being stolen and put up on YouTube by various people? His unreleased works, a lot of that stuff was already bootlegged, so it's hard to say, it was already bootlegged. There's a ton of bootlegs out there. What do I think about them posting them on YouTube? They gonna get caught and they gonna get their channel taken down. That's what happens. Almost happened to me. I'm just saying. Let's see. Then there's Rico's question. I already got Rico. Why did Prince wear high heels? Because he was short. And did Prince ever confirm that he paid tribute to Monday Monday with 1999? I don't think it was ever confirmed. At least I've never heard it, but that's interesting. I'll have to check into that because I've not actually heard that before. All right, so those are those. And then I have a couple of questions here on Facebook that I have to check out here. Let's see. I thought that I already had it pulled up, but I didn't. So in the meantime, while that's loading, how do I line up interviews with these amazing people? Sometimes it's them contacting me, and sometimes it's me contacting them, and it's great. and sometimes I have nothing to do with it, and somebody else lines it up, and then I just show up and talk to people, and that's the beauty of being the talent and the face is that, you know, sometimes you just have to show up and be awesome. So, so there you go. Did Prince put out any maxi singles in the 2000s, or was it just in the 90s? That's a good question. He did not put out as many singles after 1999, pretty much, because he released one for like The Greatest Romance Ever Sold. I think that was in the year 2000. But then after that, he stopped doing like the individual singles a whole lot of the time, except when you get into the aughts, when you get into the 2010s, because in the 2010s he does a whole lot of like, you know, Breakfast Can Wait was I guess, you know, quote unquote a maxi single. Rock and Roll Love Affair was a maxi single before it was ever on an album. So there were those things. So he definitely was releasing other ones. Thank you for the question, Lolly, who is one of the people who I fired in the Emancipation video. And then, excuse me, is there a definitive way to hear all of the extended versions of Prince songs all in one place? Well, they did release that Prince Ultimate Collection that has a lot of them, but I don't think there's one place to listen to all of them. Like there just isn't, because there's so many. So there's that. So those are all the questions that people pre-wrote, and I appreciate everybody who pre-wrote your questions. That last question was from Steven, so thank you, Steven. I appreciate you all for, you know, doing that, because, you know, not everybody can just show up to everything. So just saying. Let's see. So I have about 15 more minutes. I'm going to call this at 8:30. So I'm going to try and hit as many questions as I can in the next 10 minutes. So let's see what happens. Have I heard anything about Rosie Gaines? I have not. And I've actually inquired about that. I sent an email and I have not heard anything back. So I hope that that means that they're just inundated with emails of well wishes and they just haven't had the chance to return. I hope that that's what that means, but everything is hopefully good. So let's see. Where can I get your shirt? Nowhere right now. I actually did this special for me. I had a friend of mine. Well, I didn't do it. A friend of mine designed it, and then I got it printed, and it looks really awesome on a black shirt. I'm just saying. Let's see. Have I seen the face down video? It's awesome. I have, and it is. Actually, Prince wears high heels because women like them. Sure. Had nothing to do with the fact that he was short. Totally. Okay. Let's see. Who will be the one of those aha interviews you plan to have? Well, I mean, Shelby was one of them. So there's a bunch of I have a short list of like other ones that I'm like, but you know, honestly, I'm thankful for anybody who will allow me to ask them questions and help them share their stories, which was why Dan was so awesome in the video yesterday. Like he came on and I'm like, thank you for coming and sharing this story, which is just something, it's like a little con story that he just tells at conventions. But like, it was really cool that, you know, people were able to really enjoy his story. And yeah, so there you go. So let's see. Prince delved into so many genres, but one did you get more into after listening to his music? Very good question, Neil. I'm a little bit of a rock guy, which is why, you know, from listening to Prince, it got me into Nine Inch Nails and Korn and Marilyn Manson. And like, you would never think that listening to Prince would make me respect Marilyn Manson, but it really does. Because Marilyn Manson is actually very similar to Prince. He breaks all the rules. He makes sure that there's a spectacle on stage. And, you know, and then when you get him in front of a camera and you start asking him questions, he's very well spoken. He knows how to represent himself. I mean, like, I almost feel like even probably Marilyn Manson was inspired by Prince in some way. That's my thought. So anyway, Downward Spiral is a masterpiece. I agree. I really like The Fragile much more. And that's a Nine Inch Nails part of the discussion with Neil again. Sorry about that, guys. For people who aren't into Nine Inch Nails, but I love The Fragile. That's definitely my favorite Nine Inch Nails album. Let's see. I think I have... Anyway, I get frustrated with bootleggers. It is not just the big corps that they hurt. There are average people who play a part of the release of the music too and is messing with their livelihood too. Good point, Tracy. I mean, for me, I never really paid that much attention to bootlegs, mostly just because Prince had so much music he was releasing officially for me. But I can understand why people might be turning to bootlegs even more now because, yes, we've gotten some releases and stuff, but people want some of those unheard songs. And if they're not getting them from the estate, they're going to bootleggers. And I'm not saying that I agree with that, but I mean, that's what people are doing. How do you want people to share their video reviews of the top 10 Prince album covers? Well, like I had said, like make your own video, and then I'll come and watch and comment if you want. Otherwise, share my video on your social media, and then when you write whatever you are writing on social media, put, hey, this guy has it all wrong, he put this one as number 2, but I would have put that one, and that's fine because you're also sharing it and you're getting it out there as well. So there you go. Prince was a sage because he turned his gift into a much larger gift, and also because he understood that love, religion and sex are made of the same fabric. And I would agree with that. I don't know if religion specifically is. I think it's more that love and sex is fine regardless of what religion says, because sages don't necessarily subscribe to any particular religion. So there you go. So I would say yes, and Pamela, yeah, I would probably say that Maite is likely one of my aha interviews. I've been trying to get an interview with her for a year now. I keep feeling like I'm getting close, and then like some sort of other obstacle pops up. But I mean, there you go. Have I seen the article about Prince grooming Maite and how people are thinking it's creepy? This was in reference to the most beautiful girl in the world. Making Prince seem creepy makes sense. I've seen it. I mean, so here's my thing. There's definitely signs there. If you're like reading into it and you're trying to find the negative, you can definitely find those things. But then if you just listen to Maite tell her story, then you're like, oh, okay, cool, got it. Like it becomes a different thing. Like if you're talking about something versus talking to the person that thing is about, they just become different. It just changes the context of it all. So there you go. Do I like Rammstein? No, I'm not a big fan of Rammstein. What do I think about Beatles and Queen? Love them. Let's see. Yes, the videos will be available after BB. I mean, although you've mostly stayed till the end, we're going to be ending here in a few minutes. So, how is Marilyn Manson got hit hard on the head at a concert? Marilyn Manson's really cool. I like him. Let's see. Kirk Johnson is one of the musicians, and not sure how I feel about paying my R. Vanessa, I think your thing got cut off there. Do I like grunge era music? Yes. That's where I got into Chris Cornell, which all of you know is one of my very, very favorites as well. Do I think Prince was eating Pop Rocks when he recorded Pop Life? My guess would be no. I don't know how I would know that. So silly. Offer to sponsor a dog offer. I actually would do that. My wife wants a dog, and if I was to get a dog, getting one for Maite actually sounds like that would be really great. I'm just saying. I am not anticipating all of the Maite hate that I'm going to get when the video drops tomorrow. And let me tell you why. Because the review for Emancipation Disc 2, I talk about Maite in the video because it's a disc of music that's dedicated to Maite, and there's already people there crap talking Maite. So in a video that is not even about a thing that is directly Maite, it's just like about Maite, just think the number of people who are going to come and show up for the actual Maite thing. And plus that those people show up in all of my comments, just Maite haters. And my whole thing is I don't know her personally, so none of that stuff really, it doesn't affect me. So I just say like, hey, love for one another. That's what you're supposed to do. Show love to everybody. That's the point. You show love to everybody. even if they don't like you, even if you don't like them, it doesn't matter. You love everybody. That's just how you're supposed to live life. I learned that from Prince. So, which Prince albums would I like to have reissued? Reissued albums are a little bit weird for me because they're not necessarily like, oh, I need that one reissued. I want all of the stuff that people don't have reissued. So like doing Rave, Into, and Unto, and then the Into the 2000, like that package is really awesome. The reason why that's awesome is because Into has never been actually in print. So like a lot of people are like, oh, this is all the stuff we already have. Yeah, but if you're a vinyl collector, this is the very first time you're going to be able to get that stuff on vinyl. Even if you're a CD collector, Into was never on CD. It was a digital release to like MPG Music Club members. So like there's a lot of good stuff that you can get. You know, you just have to like not be negative about stuff. Come on now. Yes, that's a very good question. The question here is, did Evan draw on your background? And yes, he did. It is right here. And he drew he took a Sharpie and he went psh, 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 and then he goes, "Look, Daddy, I drew that." And I was like, "Oh." Anyway. All right. So what I'm going to say real quick is again, this was an amazing live stream that I was able to do for you guys. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Do definitely consider hitting up Patreon at patreon.com/princessfriend. I'm not really pushing it all that hard right now. And that is because in April, that's when we're going to be doing the big Patreon drive, just like how we did in September of last year. I'm going to do one probably every 6 months. But the really cool thing about being a patron is you get early access to some videos. You get bonus content off of some of the videos. There's a couple of times that I've posted some exclusive stuff, like a couple of my recordings of the recordings of the For You concert I threw up specifically for the patrons. I also post things like, hey, do you want me to fire you? I always post those things up to the patrons first. And then when we do the drive, if you're a patron, you get free stuff. So last time it was buttons. This time it's likely going to be stickers. Because I got some quotes on some like really cool stickers, and I might do some Princess Friend stickers as well as some Student of Prince stickers, because I actually think that would be really, really cool. But anyway, go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/princessfriend. Definitely follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those are both at princessfriendyt. And you know what? I thank all of you for just allowing me to kind of spread my wings, and I'm doing weird stuff in 2019, and you guys all seem to like it. So, and I love you for it. Thank you so much. So I'm going to call it there. Thank you everybody for coming to the live stream. And obviously, if you have any other questions, you're going to want to do the comment, because the chat will go away. Otherwise, may you live to see the dawn. Thank you so much. Bye.